And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a little game called Magic Rabbit. I didn't know what to expect from this game, a game about pulling rabbits out of hats, but it's actually a cooperative or solo game where you're just rearranging a bunch of tiles. But as is the rage these days, communication is limited. So it's a real-time game, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, where you're trying to rearrange stuff either by yourself or with up to 4 other people. Here's how it plays. To play the game, you are going to set 9 rabbits up, random, and you don't even know which one's where. They're 1 through 9, placed face down. You will randomly put on top of them the 9 hats. And your goal is to, as a group, in the 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the timer you have, put the 1 hat here all the way up to the 9 hat and have the 1 rabbit to the 9 rabbit underneath those. Players will take turns. On your turn, you can do 3 different things. You can take a pile and look underneath it. All right, the 1 should be on top of the 5. Or you can switch 2 things. So I might sit here and go, I'll change the 6 and the 4, change 2 hats. Or you can change 2 piles. And that's going to matter because I might do this, put the 1 down here because the 1 has to be the first one. When your turn's over, no matter what you've done, you can move a pigeon. Ooh, well now I'm going to want to do this. And then hopefully someone else will do that. And you can use, when you move the pigeon, to kind of, if I put the pigeon there, hopefully that gives everyone else the idea that, well, there should be a 1 underneath it. The 5 is in the right spot. I knew that because of the 5. And so maybe someone would move the 5 here. And then I'll look at this one. Oh, there's the 1. Okay, so switch the 4 and the 1. And then switch these back in the spots. The 4 is underneath the 6. And so on and so forth. You're going to keep doing this until you have them all in order. And if you do that before time runs out, you win. When time runs out, you just look at them all. You flip them over, the 1, the 1. And this should, well, that's the 8, but it should be down there. You cannot pick up or move a tile with a pigeon on, but you, at the end of your turn, you can move a pigeon to another spot. And this is a 4-player game, would have only 2 pigeons, while a 2-player game will have more pigeons out there. And this is kind of the setup. That's the main change, is the number of pigeons. Once you beat it, you'll be able to open up this envelope with 1 star. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to spoil it, but basically, well, this is in French, so it won't spoil it, but the English is on in here too. And this gives you new rules, and there might be even some new pieces in here. And once you beat all the different missions in here, you can play through the ones in a 2-star and then the ones in the 3-star. That's how you play. I really like how the artwork's great. You'll see there's different colors. The colors help you match them. All you need is the number, but the colors help. And you can see it makes a nice little rainbow. And the rabbits are cute. It's nice, just tiles. I mean, they're fine. Everything works really well. The timer's a timer. And I like the box. The box has a spot here to put the rules in. The rules are really clear. And then it all goes together like this. And then you just kind of, you can slide it directly into the box lid. And then you have a nice little thing. Magic Rabbit. And you can even read the rules here. These are in French, but this is really, a quick summary of the rules. So the whole thing is actually a very nice package. Sometimes a game just really scratches the itch for me, and this is one of those. Although I'm very focused on this one, I played it solo. It was okay solo. I played it with 3. It was okay with 3, but a little chaotic. And then with 2, it just sang. Because you're sitting across from each other. You have the line in front of you. It just works really well. 4, I suppose, could be the same thing. But 4 is a little bit more chaotic. But with 2, you're trying to get in each other's minds a little bit and say, okay, they put that tile there. They put a dove on top of it. It must be done. And I found that the game actually got easier the more times we played. Even, you add in the other stuff. In each of those envelopes, and this isn't really spoiling anything, there are missions. And they just say, add this roll, add this tile, do this. And it makes it harder, which is fine because you're getting better at it. And they each present their own unique challenge. Now, it's not often that there's a game I'm going to be like 2 minutes, 30 seconds worth of your time, but it is. Because it's a game you can pull out, you can play with your kids before they go to bed. And I played this with my daughter, and we had a blast doing it back and forth, just trying to get everything in. And the cute theme of the rabbits and hats doesn't hurt it. Yes, there's a little bit of, at the end of the game, you're like, I did this, and you should have figured that out, and then you just play it again. So this has a feeling almost of games like The Mind, but there's a little bit more physicality to it as you're moving the pieces. You actually pick things up. There's a tactile sense of moving stuff around. And there is information with the doves. The doves can be a pain in the neck sometimes because they might be on top of a pile that you want it to move. But overall, I really just liked how this whole thing came together. So a neat concept. Like I said, I think it's best with two, but it was fun for the family. Magic Rabbit. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching the Dice Tower. Dice Tower judgment approved.